Hey, what's going on, people? This is JT from JTCoinRings. Today I'm talking about the 1989 Carson City Morgan dollar. Have you ever had something in your hand that could be worth close to $1 million if it was in perfect condition? This weekend I went to the coin shop, Harford Coins here in Baltimore, Maryland, and I had an opportunity to hold a coin that was minted in Carson City, Nevada's mint, right? This coin was the 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar. And if this coin was in perfect condition, it would have been one of the thousands that would have been worth a couple $1,000s. Now, if it was in the condition of MS 68, I believe, that was the grade, that in July 27th, 2013, a coin from that mint and year went on as an auction for $887,000. Now, the coin that I held in my hand wasn't that coin, but what if you had that $800,000 coin in your hand? That just shows you how beautiful and how cool the numismatic community is. These coins hold history and the value could be vast just because of a low mintage and a perfect coin that has not touched a lot of hands because it wasn't circulated. So I want to talk about the 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar, and it also will spearhead a couple conversations that I will have this week. As you know, the Stacking um, Surfer has given me two coins to make coin rings out of. But he first told me to go to my coin shop and get a second opinion. So that's what I did. So this week, you'll see that video as well. I went to my favorite coin shop here in Baltimore, which is Harvard Coins, and we will talk to Alex. And Alex will give me his personal opinion on these coins. Should I make them coin rings or should I leave them because they're perfect and because they would not be suitable as rings? Okay. So this will come out in the video. I won't tell you right now, but I did want to share with you a little bit of this glimpse of the 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar. Okay. So let's show that right now. All right. So let me go here, the Carson City dollar.
In my hand, I have an 1889 Morgan dollar minted in Carson City. On July 27, 2013, MS68 grade Morgan dollar was auctioned off for over $800,000. Wouldn't you love to have that in your stack?
All right, I'm going to show that once again for those who didn't really get a clear view of it. This is the 1889 Carson dollar. Now, this one here has a lot of marks and scratches on it, so it's not valued as much. But I'm going to show you some coins today that are valued at least $1,000 or more. So if you have a coin in your collection, maybe it was passed down by a loved one, maybe your grandfather was a stacker, and he may have one of these Carson City Morgan dollars. It's pretty cool to have. But just to learn the history this week was pretty awesome. Okay. I'm going to share that once again for those who just came in.
In my hand, I have an 1889 Morgan dollar minted in Carson City. On July 27, 2013, MS68 grade Morgan dollar was auctioned off for over $800,000. Wouldn't you love to have that in your stack?
Once again, absolutely wonderful. Yes, I would love to have that in my stack. Most definitely. All right, let's go see who exactly is in the chat right now. I want to make sure I acknowledge everyone that is here today. All right, let me go here. 1 second. Somehow, there my comments go. There we go. We got Rockamaz in the house. Hey, Rockamaz. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as we said, we're talking about the 1889 Carson City. That was a short that I created, and it's doing pretty good. I released it yesterday, It has like 2,000 views right now, which is pretty good for my channel. And I just was amazed after doing some history, doing some research on this coin to see how exactly why is it valued so much. So I'm going to share my video that I did this weekend, just a little smidget of it. You can go check it out and help me to get that to at least 100 views before the end of the day, and I would appreciate that. I'm also going to show you some other 1889 Carson cities that are valued not as high as $800,000, but is a pretty penny, you know. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Carson City Mint, some history that I found on the net. All right, so let's go to that first thing. Let's see, can I share that part of the video from that I did this weekend? All right, so let's go present that. I think you would enjoy that. The video, boom. So this is the video. Okay, I'm gonna show you the thumbnail for those who need to see it. Maybe you didn't get a chance to watch the video. I know that Rakamas seen the video because I saw her comment. This is the thumbnail. Okay, it says that Carson City lost thousands of dollars. A heartbreak here, all because of those scratches, those imperfections. But the one that was graded MS68, on July 27, 2013, was auctioned off for $887,000. Okay, so let's check this video out that I did this week that talks a little bit about my visit to the coin shop. Okay, let's do that. All right, here we go.
For those born in 1981
That's
to 1 in 5.
That's not it.
And they were made by the United States Mint. And we're going to have a little talk about Morgan dollars.
Let's start off with a little trivia. Which of the following years were Morgan dollars not produced? A, 1878, B, 1889, C, 1905, D, 1921.
Morgan dollars are one of the most popular coins in the world for coin collectors. And they were made by the United States Mint, different United States mints, from 1878 until 1904 every year. And then again in 1921. They were made in Philadelphia, San Francisco, Carson City, Nevada, New Orleans, and Denver, Colorado, only in 1921. And a lot of them never entered circulation at all. Morgan dollars were about as popular in their day as dollar coins are now. So in around 1960 or so, the United States Treasury still had 200 million Morgan dollars, brand new coins, sitting in the United States Treasury. And between 1960 and 1964 or so, they released these coins. Millions and millions of Morgan dollars came on the market, most of them in uncirculated condition like this coin. And it's one of the reasons why you can get pretty nice looking Morgan dollars for not a huge amount of money. A coin like this is about $60 or $65. One with a little bit of wear, but not too bad. Still got pretty clear detail. This one is closer to $35 to $40. When you get into more worn coins now, you can get around $30 per coin for coins that have more wear.
Even if silver content is $30, or just you paying more for it?
Now, when I pick out silver dollars, I consider this. One of the things that you see Alex talking about is the wear of the coin. I consider this when making coin rings. Usually I buy my coins from Alex here in Baltimore. He lets me know that, hey, this one here, because of the wear and tear, maybe because it has some imperfections, the detail is still good. This may be a better coin to use because, number one, it doesn't have the value that could give it the $800,000, right? It's good to have that eye. You also have to know the grade of the coin. But when I'm making coin rings, all I really care about is the silver content and the detail, making sure that detail is going to be shown completely. So that's what I make sure. And he's breaking that down exactly what to look for. And that also considers the price of the coin. So I'm gonna go a little further with that. All right, I'm gonna mute my mic and continue the video.
There's still some premium to them unless they're in really awful condition, because the silver content on Morgan Dollar is a little bit under $20 right now still.
Okay.
Morgan Dollar has slightly over 3/4 of an ounce of silver in it.
So, okay, all right, cool. So I thought that it would be a little less, but it holds a premium based off because they're so sought after.
Yeah, and because they haven't made them since 1921, and there's a lot of people who collect them, so there's a good amount of demand for them still. Now, if you get one's in really horrible shape, I mean, even worse than this one. It's worn, but it's not the worst coin in the world. They can get pretty close to their silver value.
Okay, I have that one when you gave me about a year and a half ago, that Carson City, that was really unrecognizable.
But still a Carson City.
Yeah, still a Carson City. That's a real pocket piece right there.
Which is cool because that's got a great history.
Yeah, awesome. So, what's the only year that What's the only year that Morgan dollars have not been minted? What year was that?
Well, they didn't make them. They didn't make them at all between 1904 and 1921. And the reasons why they stopped making them and why they started making them again back then are complicated, and it's a long story. But there's a reason for it.
Okay.
And it was had to do with different laws that authorized the mint to make coins, but also the U.S. government to buy silver bullion and what they were doing with silver. It was a way that the government stockpiled silver, actually.
Okay. All right. So that's years of the mint will stop production.
Yeah, they stopped making them in 1904, and then they started back up in 1921.
So which of the following years were Morgan dollars not produced? Choice A, 1878. Choice B, 1889. Choice C, 1905. Or choice D, 1921. The answer is choice C, 1905. Which of the following years were Morgan dollars not produced? 1905. All right. I hope you like that trivia, guys. All right, back to the video.
Okay, so basically that video in its entirety will be on my channel. Go check it out. I'm trying to get to at least 100 views by the end of the day. So if you can help me get 20 more views, I would definitely appreciate it. Okay. I just wanted to share that part because he talked about the history and also about the closing of the dates. You look at from 1800s to 1904, they stopped for a period of time in order to stockpile silver, and then they continued in 1921. So that's some short history about the Morgan dollar. I just want to let you know that numismatics, you know, when people in the numismatic community, they really consider all this, that history. And also that year of 1889 of the Carson City Morgan dollar, it was a very, it was a time that the Carson City Morgan dollars were only minted less than 1 million. You're looking at over 300 and maybe 35,000 were minted. And that's why this coin demands that price. Is rare. Even though when I posted this this site on my site, a lot of people told me, oh, I have one of these coins. They have them in a collection because they were, you know, they were sought after. people did collect them. But because of the mintage, of the low mintage, that's one reason why that coin demands that price. Remember, July 27, 2013, MS-68 version of that 1889 Carson City went for $800,000. Okay, $800,000. All right, I'd like to welcome some people who came into the chat. I really appreciate you coming and spending some time here. We have our friend Long Live Coins. How you feeling, my friend? Long Live Coins had an awesome stream, I believe Friday. Had music playing and everything. It was pretty awesome. It had also an auction. So go check out Long Live Coins on his channel. Okay. We also have Alonzo Hall, the All-Star Advisor. Thanks for coming in, Alonzo. Salute to you, my friend. Alonzo has an awesome channel, talks about insurance. He has a wealth of information about business, no nonsense type of approach. I learn a lot when I hear him and Kay talk about business on the site. So Alonzo, thanks so much for coming into the chat. I appreciate you, my friend. Okay, guys, I want to go on to talk about some more about this Morgan dollar, but I definitely want to do it right after this break. All right, so I see you in about 30 seconds.
Take pride in your stack and wear it. Johnson Toe is an American craftsman who could take your favorite coin design and create art that you'd be very proud to wear and something very special to share. JTCoinRings, handcrafts, handmade jewelry, especially for you.
All right, let's go talk about this 1889 Carson Morgan dollar. It's a little bit more, okay? This one right here is a depiction of how this coin looks. Look at the luster. I'm going to make this a little bigger so you can check it out as well. So it can be a bigger size. 1 second, you really be able to see the detail of this coin, okay? So we have here the 1889 Morgan dollar. This is the early silver dollars. It tells you here that the mintage was 350,000, okay, minted at Carson City. The engraver for this design was George T. Morgan. The metal composition of this coin is 90% silver, 10% copper, okay? Diameter is 38.1 millimeters. Then you have the mass weight is 26.73 grams. It says what this coin looks like. This is the obverse side here. You have Lady Liberty, the Liberty on the headdress, wearing the cap. The curls are there. You see the detail there. You see the stars, the date, and also the Latin saying here, E Publius Unum. Then you also have the reverse side here. You have the eagle, outstretched wings, holding the reef, and the arrows, the reef surrounding the bottom portion of that image. $1, let you know the denomination of this coin. United States around the circumference of this coin. Beaded, reeded edge here. Beautiful coin. This is an 1889. Now let's go with some little more specifics here. Now, as I talked about, you want to kind of gauge the price of your coin based off the condition. So you have the good, very good, the fine, very good, fine, very fine, extremely fine, and tells you about how much you would expect these coins in this condition to cost. So good is around G4. It's $1,000. Okay. Now remember that the tender, legal tender amount here is $1, $1. Okay. But look at the mintage. 350,000 was these minted at this mint, which is Carson City. Okay. So then you go here. If you get one that's in VG8, you're looking at $1,263. Fine, around $1,500. Very fine, $1,761. Extremely fine. This is where the big bucks start coming in. You're talking about $4,000 for extremely fine version of this coin. Then you have AU50. That's $8,724. Now you're going into uncirculated, okay? Coins that have not been circulated around. You have a MS60 at $26,214. A MS65 at $337,654. Come on now. Come on, you got it. Wait. That's amazing. So all depends on the quality. Now, I don't know what this grade of this coin right here, but you can tell it's uncirculated. The coin still has its luster. The coin still has a luster here. Coins still have great detail all put in here, down to the curls in the hair, down to the cap, the word liberty right there in the headpiece, the stars. There's not many scuffs or anything on this field. This is a good quality coin. Is this an M65 and up that can go for $300,000? Okay. So you have the U.S. Coin Book estimate that says the 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar is worth about $1,263. Average condition, and can be worth $26,000 or up to $337,000. Okay, so look at this. And it tells you that you can click here to learn how to use the coin price charts. So this is something you can look, but the melt value, this is what another thing I want you to look at. The silver melt value at this time in 2023 goes for $19.11. So the silver value, the intrinsic value here, that silver is only worth $19.11. But because of the rarity of the mintage and also the condition, this coin right here can go as high as $337,000 for an MS65 or higher. Okay. So I wanted to kind of, bring that point. Think about this. This is good money. This is good money. Let's see. Okay, who else is in? We got the contractor here. Contractor, how you doing, my brother? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. I always see the contractor. He has a YouTube channel as well. I also see him at Machismo TV every night when we go there and check in. To go check out that footage, that information there. That I love that channel. Every time I'm at work, that's the channel that I watch, Machismo TV. When I have time, I'll put it in the description below for those who want to go by and check out some men-centered content. Talks about important subject matters of men. I love go check out Machismo TV, and also the contractor. He has content as well. So he'll be a friend of the channel that I'll put in the description below. All right. We have the Broke Stacker in the house. What's going on? Always good to see you inside the place, Broke Stacker. We are talking today about the 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar. Just went over one here that I was sharing. I want to go share some more. But before I do that, let's start talking about the Morgan dollar, the top 10 selling Morgan dollars. Okay. I'm going to find that right now. But let me see. Present. Share my screen. These are the top 10 most valuable Morgan dollars. All right. All right. So we got it right here. Top 10 valuable Morgan dollars. All right. So we have here the most valuable Morgan dollar is the 1879 Carson City Silver Morgan dollar. All right. Is MS66. That goes for $290,000. Okay. All right. And it goes over a little bit more history. The mint facility in the Carson City has special place in the hearts of coin collectors. The romance of the location at the frontier of the Wild West, okay, is part of the appeal. But Carson City also produced coins for limited time, starting from 1879 and closing its doors in 1893. So they didn't stay open for long. Okay, you're looking at less than 20 years if I did my math correct. So he says it started in 1879, closing its doors in 1893. And from 1878 until the ceasing operating, the facility produced only Morgan dollars. That's why Morgan dollars is so important there as well, because this facility only produced this silver dollar. All right, I didn't know that. The Morgan dollar struck there 1879 is one of the most sought after by collectors, maybe because that was the first year. Okay, the first year starting in 1879, so that's probably well sought out. That's the first year the Morgan dollars were produced there. Okay, the Morgan dollar struck in 1879 is one of the most sought after by collectors. Only 756,000 were produced, and those only 200 are estimated to survive to this day. Now that's rare. That's very rare. So why so much? Why such a small number? Well, in 1918, the Pittman Act authorized the mint to melt 350 million silver coins. See, all these acts that happen by government are the reason why, like the stockpile of silver was so important. And that's why we have the value that we have now, right? Based off all these acts and everything, right? So let's read here. It says, why such a small number? Well, in 1918, the Pittman Act authorized the mint to melt 350 million silver coins. The legislation was intended to provide financial help to the British government. Are we giving help to the governments, other governments again, and signed the death knell for a huge number of older silver coins. So that's why this coin is so important, because only 200 of them may be available today, maybe in certain collectors' homes. It's worth over $200,000 and probably go even higher at auction. Okay, let's go a little further. Morgan dollars minted at Carson City can be identified with the CC on the reverse. This mint mark, and it appears just above the letters D and O in the dollar. The date appears on the obverse beneath the head of Lady Liberty. Okay, so you're looking at the better conditioning of the coin, the more valuable it will be to collectors. Coins are graded from 1 to 70, like MS1 all the way to MS70. The one that I showed you earlier, I told you earlier about, that went for $800,000 or more, was an MS68. So it was graded pretty high, okay, almost flawless. But MS70 is the highest it go, used as a flawless coin. All surviving Morgan dollars are believed to be uncirculated examples, graded MS0 or higher. The MS stands for mint state. All right. The auction record for an 1879 Carson City Morgan dollar was set in 2023. It was for a coin graded at MS66, tied with one other as the known surviving example. It crossed the block at $192,000, and today the independent coin graders, the PCGS, value it as $290,000. All right, I'm gonna leave this article in here, but I just want to show a couple more examples. The 1880s Carson City Morgan dollar at MS68 is $300,000. You know, and then it tells you the reason why right here. So all this history information tells you why these coins are valuable. Okay, you have the 1885 Carson City. You have here the 1897. Look at that at MS67, 385,000. Then you have here the 1883 at $450,000. Now remember, the melt value was less than $20. Remember, the legal tender value on this coin is $1. So when people tell me coin collecting is a waste of time, I want them to look at these numbers. When you happen to have these coins in your collection, it's a pretty big dollar. Look at this. The 1901 Philadelphia, not even Carson City. $700,000. Okay. You have here 1892 Morgan dollar, $750,000. Done in the San Francisco Mint. All right, let's go a little further. We have here an 1884 San Francisco Morgan dollar, $900,000. Okay. Then we have a number 9. We have here an 1886 O. That's done at New Orleans Morgan silver dollar, a MS67 at $1 million. And that's not even it. Number 10. We have here an 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar, MS68, which is the same one we talked about earlier, now valued at $1 million. $1 million. So I just wanted to tell you, it's money in these coins, right? Money in these coins. So there we go. All right, my bad. My apologies. I'm pushing buttons here. Okay, so it tells me how many eyes. All right, let me show you again for those who haven't seen. So I'm telling you this because an 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar went for $1 million in MS68 grade. Absolutely amazing. I'd like to welcome my friend here, OC Stacker. How you feeling? Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. I got my cousin over here at Facebook. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, cousin. All right, so I also want to show you again the actual 1889 Carson City I had in my hand. Now, it was definitely not a high value Carson City, but just let you know that almost $1 million, guys, these coins valued in great condition. It just shows you the power of the stacking community. I love to learn the history, why these coins are so rare. I just absolutely love that. So let me share that again. The contractor says, I didn't know that was so much money in it. Yes. I didn't know either. I used to think about the silver content. Now, I have a coin ring here made from a 1921 Morgan dollar. Okay. The reason why I got this 1921 dollar as a commemorate for 1921, what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, the destruction of Black Wall Street. I wear this because it's a reminder, yes, it was just a devastating event that happened, but this is the year it happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So it is a Morgan dollar coin ring. So to me, coin rings also share history, shares a story. It tells me what happened in that year. So it's right here. It's one of my favorite coins done in that year. Can you imagine this coin could have been passed around by people in that community based off, because it was legal tender, but there were millions made of this Morgan dollar. Okay. Can I see the thickness of that ring up close? I will put a picture of this ring on my community board, because if I show you it now, it may be blurry. Okay. It's kind of blurry, but this would be a mid-sized band. As you see, my hands are kind of big. I wear like 13 size 13 ring size on my hand. So, but it's a mid-sized band. I'm from the side. Okay. The thickness. Okay. I'll make sure I take a picture of it as well, so you can see different angles from it. Okay. So yes. All right. Let me share again the video. Let me share it again. All right, this is the video I did, or the short I did of the 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar I held in my hand. It was in bad condition because it had 2 marks. But let me share this again.
In my hand, I have an 1889 Morgan dollar minted in Carson City. On July 27, 2013, MS-68 grade Morgan dollar was auctioned off for over $800,000. Wouldn't you love to have that in your stack?
Just sharing with you again. Exactly. I wish I had an opportunity to have that coin in great condition. It would change lives. It would change my life completely because it was, hey, think about it. Just think about it. That's $800,000. But that same coin today is going for $1 million. Okay? $1 million. All right. So just something to share. I also got one more thing to share, but I want to make sure that I share it right after this. Okay? Be right back.
Take pride in your stack and wear it. Johnson Toe is an American craftsman who could take your favorite coin design and create art that you'd be very proud to wear and something very special to share. JTCoinRings, handcrafts, handmade jewelry, especially for you.
All right, so this right here is the history of Carson City Mint. I talked a little bit about Carson City during the last videos, why it was so important. But this article here talks a little bit more. It says Carson City Mint was established by Congress on March 3rd, 1863, to serve the coinage needs brought about by the Comstock Lord, the largest silver strike in the nation's history. Prior to the development of this facility, silver and gold ore mined in Nevada territory was shipped to San Francisco for processing. However, the cost of shipping and the risk of theft necessitated a branch in the territory. Groundbreaking ceremonies took place on July 18, 1866. The cornerstone for the new facility was laid on September 18, 1866, but the building was not completed until December of 1869. It's basically like 3 years. Abraham Curry, founder of Carson City, was appointed by President Ulysses Grant as his first superintendent. Curry, known as the father of Carson City, also supervised the construction of the mint. In 1870, just 6 years after Nevada entered the Union as the 36th state, residents enthusiastically welcomed the new mint. Okay, the Carson City Mint, an impressive sandstone structure of the Renaissance Revival period, was designed by architect Alfred B. Mullett, the newly appointed supervising architecture of the United States Treasury Department as well. The designer of the San Francisco Mint, Curry oversaw production of the first coins ever minted in Carson City. On February 11, 1870, seated Liberty dollars with the CC mint mark rolled off the solitary coin press known as Press Number 1. So you see that year, 1870. During its operation, the Carson City branch issued 57 different types of gold coins and produced 8 coin denominations, including dimes, 20-cent pieces, quarters, halves, trade dollars, Morgan dollars, $5 gold pieces, $10 gold pieces, and $20 gold pieces. In 1873, the Carson City Mint experienced its most eventful year when changes were made to the nation's monetary system, resulting in different varieties of coins being produced. So in 1876, the Carson City Mint joined in nation celebration of its 100th birthday, which also coincided with the peak production levels on Nevada's famous Comstock Lord. As more coins were struck, the any other year in history of the Carson City Mint. So it goes on and talks about the history of it. Let me read a little bit more because I'm almost finished. James Crawford served as the superintendent of the Carson City Mint for 10 years, starting in 1874 until his death in 1885. The mint was shut down in 1885 for political reasons and remained closed under a Democratic administration led by Grover Cleveland from the middle of 1885 until the fall of 1889. In October 1889, coins once began rolling off the mint's press and continued to do so until the spring of 1893, at which time coinage operations ceased for good. So in 1893, that was it. So the Carson City U.S. Mint formal mint status was withdrawn in 1899 due to drastic decline in mining on the Comstock. The facility continued to function as an assay office until it closed in 1933. It was sold to the state of Nevada in 1939 for $10,000. Today, it functions as the Nevada State Museum. The Morgan silver dollar was one of the most popular coins struck at the Carson City Mint. Nearly 2.8 million of the Morgan dollars were distributed in 7 sessions. Sorry, let me read that again. Nearly 2.8 million of the Morgan dollars were distributed and 7 successive sales between 1972 and 1980 by the General Service Administration. All right, that's some history on Carson City Mint. So this is exactly why these dollars are so important, because basically this mint wasn't open for a long time. Majority of those Morgan dollars are high value. You see that 2.8 million Morgans were produced in this mint. We also learned that it was only basically open for like 20 years, right? Based off the last information that I gave. So I always wanted to know the mystique of this Morgan dollar and why those coins were so expensive or so valued, okay? So this is information I wanted to share. I hope you guys like the information on the 1889 Carson City Morgan dollar. Have anyone had any questions about it? Anybody have any Morgan dollars in your possession that's from Carson City? I have here my only Carson City Morgan dollar. This here has no detail, but if you pay close attention and you have a magnifying glass, you can see the CC on this here. This is given to me by my favorite coin shop here in Baltimore, which is Harvard Coins. I want you guys to go check out the video I did. It's on my channel right now. This is the thumbnail. I go check out the 1889 and plus some more Morgan dollars at this site. Letting you know how this Morgan dollar lost thousands and thousands of dollars, all because of those scratches and the detail there. We talk about that we talk about that in that video. So go check that video out. I would appreciate it. He says you have a low ball CC. So I mean, but it's still from Carson City, and it's so worn. This was a pocket piece. It's believed to be a 1879 Carson City, based off the numbers you can see on the top, and you can see the CC real thin CC on the reverse. So this is my Carson City Morgan dollar in my possession, but it still has the silver content. So I look at maybe $18 worth of silver based off the wear. I may do this a giveaway one day. That's what he gave it to me for. He told me, hey, give it away. I'm like, man, this is mine. I'm gonna keep this, put it right in my pocket. So yes, I mean, that's the history of the Carson Cities. I hope this was helpful. I know other coin channels with better detail and better knowledge should probably give some more information, but this is what I found so far. I thought it was pretty interesting. But right now, we're gonna get ready for our game. We're gonna get ready for one of our games. But I want to share some more information with you. Let's go ahead and go over a coin ring that I made for Cons 671. All right, let's check this out, and I'll be right back.
1964 quarter coin ring. This is 90% silver. I'm changing it from a size 11 to a size 10. I started this process on my live stream. This is for Cons 671. And there we go. Let's check the size. It's definitely a 10. So now I'm removing the fire scale from this ring. From all the torch and all the grime that's from the ring, I remove it. Clean the inside of the ring real good. Get everything nice and shiny. Then I use my shining cloth and an old t-shirt that I have. It works wonders. And before I give it to the customer, I make sure it's nice and shiny with my Flitz polish. I make sure the sizing feels good. And there we have it, the 1964 quarter coin ring. Check this out on my website in the description below. Take care.
And there we go. We got that coin ring. Them coin rings are going for sale. If you want a quarter coin ring, 90% silver, go check out my site. It's right in the link at JTCoinRings.com. You can get a silver quarter for like anywhere from $50 to $55. That's including shipping anywhere in the United States. Go check out my website. Okay. All right, guys, we are getting ready to play, the game that we always start off the live stream, which is Simple Hangman. For those who going to play, all I ask you to do is pick a category. And once you pick a category, also pick a letter, and that's how we'll start. I also want to welcome Luke Dog House inside the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hopefully in 2024, I can have Luke come on, talk about coin rings and his experience in making rings and other things out of coins. He has beautiful art. Got to go check out my friend Luke Doghouse. All right. So we got the Broke Stack who said we're going to start this off right. Let's start off with animals. So what I want to do is pick the category. So WAP, put the category there so everyone knows that it's animals. All right. Got there. Boom. All right, so now what we got to do is pick the first letter. Broke Stacker, do you have the letter for us? Let me know if you got the first letter. If so, anyone else can pick the letter as well. All right, so we know that it's animals. And all we ask, anyone can do it. We always give the courtesy to the person who picked the category to pick the first letter. And he's going to go with H. So is there an H on the board? Let's see. There is an H. And at any time, if anyone thinks they have a snipe, you'll hear this sound. Let you know that you can snipe by just going ahead and giving out the letter or giving out the puzzle if you think you get it. And you may get a chance to win this game, So it's that simple. There's a couple snipers on there. So you got to be careful, got to be careful. Because right here, I think I know what it is. And some people probably see it. They know it's an animal. If you can pick one more letter, the first letter may give you the idea. You may go for the snipe. So do anyone else have a clue? He says, not a guess, but sheeple looks good. Now, I don't know if it's sheeple, but I'm thinking of an animal in my mind. I wonder if you'll figure out the next letter. They will give it to you. Let's see. Do anyone else have it? We got 5 people in the chat. I think shrimp is too small, but if let's try that. Let's try if you want to go. Is that a guess? Do anyone else have a guess or a letter they want to share? Bro Stack always
help me. Help
Me.
Help me to get it. Help us to figure this one out. That's what I was thinking. I think we have a snipe here. Rocky Mountain Bear, welcome in, friend. This may be a snipe. He says it's cheetah. This is what I was thinking. Is there a C? There is a C. But it's not cheetah. It's not cheetah, but it may be something else. It may be something else. You know, I'm saying Rocky Mountain Bear came up with snipe again. He said, you know what? It's that favorite fowl. Is it chicken? Let's see. Is it chicken? I think so. Is it a K? And do we have an E? I think he was right. Chicken is. Congratulations. Way to go. Way to go. Coming in with the snipe. Came in from the gates. I didn't even know he was here. But congratulations. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Came in with the chicken and solved it. We got one more. I know that's right. Woohoo! I know that's right. So now, Rocky Mountain Bear, you have an opportunity to pick a category. What you want: foods, games, animals, sports, or random. Which one would it be? He said, I'm always watching JT, even in the dark, you know. You're like, I'm looking, I'm here. I may not answer, but I'm here. You know, I may be working. I appreciate you being here, man. It helps with the numbers. I really do. Appreciate that. We got sports. Let's do sports. All right. Oh, woo. Look at this one here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spots here. 11 spots. This right here is going to be for sports. Let me put it in the banner. Ready to go. All right. Now we need the first letter. Do anyone have an idea what the first letter is? Now, before we go on, guys, I want to let you know exactly how these live streams has helped me reach my goal. I already reached the 3,000 watch hours because of these live streams, and I appreciate you. I also got a new goal that I'm going for. It's for the 4,000 watch hours. And without you being here, helping me with these live streams, listening to me babble about some coin information, coin trivia, and playing Simple Hangman, I wouldn't have got this far. Now that my goal is 4,000, I'm hoping to get there before the end of this year. I want to let you know exactly where I am in that process. So let me show you my watch hours today. And here they go. $3,347 hours. Thank you so much, guys, for helping me get there. So a little under 700 hours. I'll be there, maybe 600, and that math is correct. Say 50, say 350. I got less than 650 hours ago. I think I go left, and I can get there before the end of the year, and then that will be the monetization I need for AdSense. And matter of fact, my AdSense came in today, so all I've got to do is add that in, and then I will get paid for advertisements. So thank you so much for that, guys. I really appreciate you. Okay, enough of that break. Let's go back to see what we have here. Okay, we have sports. Is it? Then, you know, the broke stack says, you know what? I'm going to go for a snipe off the back. Is it volleyball? Do we have a V? Let's see. There's no V. All right. He says, you know what? I'm going again. Is it basketball? Is there a B? There's no B. All right. He says, Long Live says, you know what? Those two was good. They were good. He says, nice. I'm AR like 150. Okay, Rocky Mountain says, give me an A. Is there an A? There's two A's. Okay. All right. Do we have any other guests? A was on the board. Two A's, two miss, but it's okay. It's okay to miss because we got a lot more that we can try. We still have two arms to get and two legs. That's four more tries. Okay. The broke stack. It's okay, broke stack. Don't worry too much about it. Don't worry too much about it. Okay. Don't worry too much about it. It's only a small thing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure this out. It is sports. We got two ways. Any more guests? Any more guests? Anything can be it. Anybody want to throw anything out there? Let me move this out the way. Maybe you need to see all the letters. Okay. So we have a C left. We have B, E. All right. Paragliding. Rocky Mountain want to go for the snipe. Is it paragliding? Is there a P? There's a P. Okay. Look, man, I was like, paragliding for real? I didn't even think that was going to be. But is there an R? There is an R. I think he's on to something. Is there a G? Okay. Is okay. All right. It's not only one G. Okay. Paragliding. It's only one G. So I don't think it's paragliding. But you got a lot there. A lot of that. P-A-R-A. It will be a G here. L-I-D-I-N-G. But it's only one G. So it's not paragliding. Don't worry about it, though. It's only one, though. It's all right. All right. What else could it be? Now, this is enough for someone to look up to say, is it another snipe? Okay. Is it parasailing for the snipe? All right. Parasailing. Is there an S? There's no S. Okay. All right. Is there an E? Well, not E, so it's P-A-R-E. Brooks said, but yeah. Para, sailing, but it's not an S. Oh, no problem. Driving. He's driving and doing it. This is dedication, guys. Dedication. Long Live Coin says, you know what? I think it's parachuting. Is that a sport? It could be. Let's see. Is it parachuting? Is there a C? There is a C. Is there an H? There is an H. Is there a U? There is a U. Is there a T? T is there. An I is there. And all we need now is an N. And parachuting it is. Congratulations. Long Live Coins came in and said, I'm going to figure this out. And I did not know parachuting was a sport. But as we see here, it is a sport in some country. It is practice. It may have an Olympic. I don't know. But guess what? Boom. He got it. Congratulations. I know that's right. So, guys, I tell you, we got 58 minutes and 56 seconds. You know, we do this live stream for an hour. We're doing it for an hour. I would ask someone to come up, but I'm out of gifts. I still have gifts to give to Rock Amaz. I still have gifts to give to Homestead Aquarius. I still have a gift to give to Elton Jones. I have some silver that I found I can pour. I also have to give a gift to I forgot the other name because I got the real name in my person. Hey, I got a couple gifts to give out. So I got to catch up before I start the next round of gifts and for the giveaway. But please forgive me, guys. I will be back real soon. doing the gifts, but I want to make sure I get those out, made and mailed out, and then get ready for the next hoorah. I didn't do a giveaway, a grand giveaway for November, because I didn't talk to the silver pourers in enough time. So hopefully I can do it in December. If not, look for the grand gift in 2024. Okay. But I appreciate you all for being here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I will see you on my next live stream. JTCoinRings. I'm out.
Take pride in your stack and wear it. Johnson Toe is an American craftsman who could take your favorite coin design and create art that you'd be very proud to wear and something very special to share. JTCoinRings, handcrafts, handmade jewelry, especially for you.